Well, the first recipe we're going to be doing is the microwave almond sponge. For this, we only have to combine all the ingredients inside of this plastic glass we have here, and we're going to mix it with the CREMEUX. So we're going to pour the ingredients. First of all, we're going to be adding the liquid ones. In this case, we're going to add the egg whites, okay, the egg yolks. We're gonna make sure that we're adding all the ingredients, okay, to don't miss any part of it, and we're not going to change the structure of the main recipe. Then we're going to add the praline, okay. As I told you, we're gonna make sure that we're adding all we have here in the container, okay? And after that, we're going to be adding the sugar and the flour. Okay, after that, we're going to be taking the CREMEUX and we're going to make just one homogeneous mix. Okay, after whipping for around 2 minutes, okay, this mixture is ready. We have this consistency. As you can see, it's a little liquid, but it's the right consistency we're looking for. Put it into the siphon. Okay, but before that, we're going to be sifting it to take away all the crumbs that it could have inside. Here at this point, we have the sifter in the bowl, and we're going to pass this mixture through the sifter. Okay. And then, with the help of the rubber spatula, we're going to be pushing it to pass it through that. Okay. And once that we have this mixture ready, sorry, we're going to pass it through the kitchen siphon we have here. Okay. I'm gonna put the top, and it's really important that we let this rest in the fridge for around 2 hours before we're going to use it. Okay, this needs to be really cold, and with the help of charge, we're going to make the mixture, and after this, we're going to put it into the microwave to get it done. Okay. Well, now as a part of this preparation, we're going to be doing a vanilla kind of mousse, and we're going to add this creme anglais into this kitchen siphon too. Okay, we're gonna take care of this because it's a dangerous movement, but everything went all right. We're gonna take care that it only gets into the half. Okay, now we have it. We are going to clean it up a little bit, and after this, we're going to put the tip. Okay, we gotta make sure that this is closing really well to avoid any kind of accidents. Okay, we got it. And those two are going into the fridge for around 2 hours before we use them. And before we put it into the fridge, we're going to put the cream charge. In this case, we're going to take away this top here. Okay. And here is what we call a cream charge. Okay, this additivement is going to be responsible to get the texture we're looking for in this biscuit. What we have to do is we put it here in this another additivement that it has. Okay, and in the place that we took away the tip right here, we're going to put it. Okay, we're going to be turning it, and as you could hear, there was a sound where the CO2 charge is passing through the siphon. Now we have the charge on. We're going to put it into the fridge for around 2 hours. Okay, now in this part of the process we're making creme anglais. Okay, we are following the same steps that we show in the videos, the previous videos, but in this case we're making a cinnamon creme anglais. Okay, as you can see, there are some pieces of cinnamon floating. We made an infusion of 12 hours before in cold. In the fridge we made a mix of the cream and the milk, and it was resting in the fridge for 12 hours with the cinnamon. Okay, and now as you can see, what we're doing right now is just tempering the mixer to finish the cooking in a low temperature in the stove. This 12-hour infusion helps us to have a better flavor and helps that when it reaches the heat, it has a really more remarked flavor in this preparation. And now we're gonna let it heat until we have the nappe texture that we explained you in the last videos. Okay, this is when it reaches around 82 to 83 Celsius degrees, and we have to take care to don't burn it and to don't split the mixture. Okay, after around 3 minutes, we can watch that the texture we're looking for is the right one. Okay, we have the nappe consistency, and we are going to add the bloom gelatine. Okay, and with the same heat of this creme anglais, it's going to get melt down. And after this is really well mixed, we're going to add it into the flexi pans we have here to put it into the blast chiller.
Now we are going to pour the mixture in a the CREMEUX is ready, so now we are going to pour the mixture in a mold. We will use this kind of mold. This is a plastic, a seal pad, and it's a special plastic. You can use it to bake or frozen. And we have another. This is only to frozen or reserve in the fridge. So we will get two different shapes with this product. You have to try to fill all the space and maybe a little more.
Okay, here we have all the ingredients to make the 3-milk syrup. Okay, in this case we have the whole milk, we have the evaporated milk and the sweet condensed milk, the orange and lemon zest, the cinnamon stick, and the vanilla extract. Okay, what we're going to do is to pour everything in one pot. Okay, and we're going to put on the fire. We're going to let it until it boils, and then we're gonna let it rest in room temperature or in a cold bath if you want to make it faster. Okay, so we put all the ingredients, and after that we're going to put it into the stove in the fire. Okay, now what we have here is a cheese crust. We're gonna make a cheese crust. For this we have grated Edam cheese, okay, and we're gonna put it into the seal pad. After that, we're gonna take it into the oven for around maybe 5 minutes, and it's going to be at the temperature of 180 degrees Celsius. And after that, we're going to shape it in the way we want. Now we're adding some sesame seeds on top. This is going to help us to have a better view and consistency and flavor. Okay, now the next recipe is Italian meringue. Okay, for this we're going to make a syrup. For this syrup we need just a little bit of water just to hydrate the sugar. Okay. Here we're going to add the castor sugar, and we're going to reserve just a little bit to place this in the egg whites that I'm going to be beating in a while. Remember, in this kind of meringue we are doing two preparations at the same time. We're doing the the syrup, and at the same time we are whipping the eggs, the egg whites, to rise them and then pour them together. Okay, so see you in a while. Well, now here we have the mixer, and now we're going to add the egg whites. Remember, before we add the egg whites, you have to make really sure that the bowl of the mixer is really clean. It's out of fat, it's out of dust, out of any kind of wet. And here this additivement should be like that. It should be the same, clean of fat, of dust, of anything. Okay, so now we make sure that this is really clean. We're going to add the egg whites. Okay. And we're going to start whipping until it starts to form the bubbles. Okay, I'm going to put this secure with this, and we'll start to beat. Okay, we are making this preparation meanwhile the syrup is being cooked. So when this starts rising, we're going to start adding the sugar just like a rain. Okay, so let's wait a couple of seconds. Okay, now that the egg whites start to encapsulate the air inside, we're going to start adding the caster sugar just like rain. Okay, little by little, and we're going to keep whipping this until it's going to get just homogeneous. Okay, as you can see, this is rising very well because all the additives of this mixer were really fine, clean before. Washed and cleaned, dried, and everything. Okay, we keep whipping this. Meanwhile, the syrup is being cooked. Okay, now that the meringue has this consistency, well, the egg white has this consistency, and we have ready the syrup, we're going to start adding it just in a thin line. We're going to lower down a little bit the spit. We're going to incorporate it little by little. Okay, the egg whites are going to start getting hot. It is going to get cooked, and when we add this, you're going to feel that if you touch the bowl, it's going to get hot. Okay, so we have to whip this preparation until this gets warm. Okay, when you touch this and it's warm, this is going to be the perfect moment to stop beating the meringue. Okay, after around 5 to 6 minutes of being whipping this preparation, we're going to stop it and we're going to check the consistency it has. Make how to secure here. And I want you to see the texture of this meringue. Okay, I'm going to draw on this here. And I want you to look at the soft peaks that we have, or medium peaks we have here. Okay, we have this texture with this color and this glossiness. Okay, means that the Italian meringue is done. Okay, this is one of the main characteristics of this preparation, is that has a little more shine than the Swiss meringue. Once we have this texture, this is done. Okay, now at this point we're going to make the Genoa biscuit. This is going to be an almond biscuit that we're going to make in the microwave. Remember that in the beginning of the video, we filled up this siphon, okay, this additivement here, okay, with a charge of CO2. And now what we're going to use is a plastic cup. But before we use this plastic cup, we'll make some cuts here, around 4 to 5 cuts. I don't know if you can watch. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so once we have this, we're gonna take this and we're gonna only serve. Okay, and we're gonna serve until this height of the cup. Okay, now after this, we're gonna put it in the microwave for around 30 seconds. And when it gets out, it's gonna be real completely cooked. Okay, after 30 seconds of being in the microwave, we have this result, this consistency. Okay, and after that, we have to put it down to let it rest and get cold. Okay, well, now that we have all the elements of the 3-meal cake, we're going to start to put them in the dish. Okay, now we have this glass with this cup with the Joconde that we made, the siphon microwave jacon, we're gonna use this spatula, okay, to remove it from the inside. You know, we'll see that it's really easy to take it out. Okay, shake a little bit, and we have here this texture. We're gonna take it here outside, okay, and we're gonna start with the first part of the montage. Okay, now here we have the cinnamon cremeuix, and we're going to make some decorations with this. Okay, we're gonna grab this piping bag with the meringue inside, and we're going to be serving, okay, the amount just like this. Okay, and here another amount just like this. Okay, here we're gonna add some sprinkle of sugar. Okay, sprinkle of sugar here. Here we change the location of this, and we're going to flambe just a little bit to get just a brown color. Okay, just like this. It's like if we were making some creme brulee. Okay, I'm gonna turn a little bit the dish, and we're gonna continue with the rest. Okay, continue. Here we're gonna do the same. Okay, just a little bit, and then we're going to do it with the meringue. Okay, just from there a little bit. Okay, taking care not burn too much. Okay, just play a little bit with fire here. Okay, you can see, just take a little color. This is what we're looking for. Okay, to burn just a little bit of meringue. When we have just the edges burn a little bit, it's done. Okay, this is going to be useful for some decorations. Okay, now we're going to add a little bit of meringue in this part of the dish, and then I'm going to clean the spoon. Okay, now we have the clean spoon here. We're going to take this and we're going to push to a side. Okay, now we have it here. We're going to burn it. Now we have the fire here, and we're going to burn a little bit. Okay, we're going to just get close a little bit of fire here. We're gonna pass it, and it's gonna start taking color. Okay, little by little. Okay, burn all the way this part. We have this brown color is just like this. Okay, well, now we have this burn meringue here. We're gonna grab the piece of bread we made in the microwave. We have broken a little bit. We're gonna put it in the middle here. Okay, we're gonna crush just a little bit like that. Okay, and in this point we're going to grab some pieces of the Okay, now we're gonna grab one of those cremeuix, and we're gonna put it in this corner. Okay, we are going to take the other siphon that has the vanilla cream. I'm gonna shake a little bit. Okay, and we're gonna put just a little part here. Okay, and now we're gonna place here the 3 milk, and here we have croquant made with Edam cheese. So we're gonna put it here. Okay. Now we have the 3 milk cake deconstructed.